During one of my sessions at the recent convention in Anaheim, California, a woman in the audience asked me about open houses, and she asked me whether they work in the high end and what is different about open houses in the high end compared to ones you do in regular real estate, and do they work? Well, first of all, yes, they do work, but they're a little bit different than how you do them with regular real estate. First of all, you need to have a different setup. I suggest doing your open houses by invitation only. Invite people who are in the area, because people in high net worth tend to stay around people like themselves, and you'll find that when you look at who's actually buying high-end property in your marketplace, typically they're a friend, relative, or associate of somebody who's already there. And my market in particular, it's very rare for somebody to parachute in and buy property here without any connection to the area whatsoever, especially not a people connection. So do your invitations by invitation only. And again, go to neighbors, go to move-up areas. If your house is on the waterfront, send invitations to people who aren't on the waterfront who might want to move up, for instance. Also, you want to invite other luxury real estate brokers who are in your area and maybe a little bit out of your area. For example, here I am on Cape Cod. I invite brokers from the Boston area. They don't always come down for the open house or for the broker preview. At the same time, it helps keep my property more front of mind for them. And don't forget also affiliation marketing. I have a whole section in my book about affiliation marketing, how you can form alliances with other luxury businesses in your marketplace. For example, what if the local jeweler in your area had a display of fantastic estate jewelry during your open house, and you did an open house event inviting his customer base as well as your customer base? How would that leverage the success of your open house? It would be phenomenal. You could do the same thing with a high-end car dealer. You could have Ferraris or Bentleys or Aston Martins parked in the driveway and invite the client list of the dealership to come and look at the property and the cars. Affiliation marketing is a great concept in the high end. Lastly, you can do event-based open houses or property previews by putting a 3 or 4 or 5 luxury real estate properties together and having a tour where people buy tickets that help a charity. And you think that no one in the high end is going to do that, but I have news for you. They do it all the time. It could be a garden tour. It could be a kitchen tour. I've seen wine cellar tours. You put 3, 4, or 5 of these houses together, sell tickets for the charity, and all the people who come through are potential, not all of them, but a lot of them are potential buyers or future sellers for you. It's a great way to be a little bit different. Now again, we're using the word open house amongst ourselves because we're all agents and we all know what we're talking about. I'm afraid if I start using different words during my talks or during my videos that you may not understand what I'm talking about. But I don't use the word open house in any way, shape, or form for luxury real estate when I'm talking to the public, that is buyers or sellers. I've heard the word soiree proposed, that's great, but I like broker preview, private showing, or preview event, just something. But yeah, you don't use the word open house, and you don't put up red arrow signs either. The other thing is you always want to make sure your open houses or your broker previews are totally planned. Nothing's going to work last minute, and nothing is impromptu. You just don't decide to hold a house open this afternoon and put a sign out there at 3 o'clock in front of a $7 million house. Everything has to be planned in advance and carefully orchestrated and done, again, by invitation, which sort of demands that you do it by plan. So I hope this clears up the question. I've had a lot of other people ask me, aside from the woman at the convention, about how you do open houses in the high end. I hope this information is helpful to you. If you have more specific questions, drop me an email at jack@jackcotton.com. And don't forget, if you bought the book, you get a 20-minute consultation with me. Just fill out the form and send it to me via fax or email. Until next time, make it a great week.